Breaking news, Vikings fans. You just won't believe the jaw-dropping news we have for you today. This season has been nothing short of electrifying for the Minnesota Vikings. Just when the experts wrote them off, the Vikings have crushed those low expectations, and they're not stopping now. But hold on, you won't want to miss this. Kevin O'Connell's squad is looking to clinch their 9th win of the season this Sunday against the Chicago Bears. And the drama is just heating up. Stick around, because we've got a bombshell to drop that's going to leave you on the edge of your seat. Before we dive into all of this, make sure you're subscribed to Minnesota Vikings News and turn on those notifications. You'll want to stay ahead of the game with all the latest updates, because you won't find anything like this anywhere else. Now, let's get into it. Despite being overlooked by almost everyone at the start of the season, Minnesota has proved they are a force to be reckoned with. The Vikings have found ways to win, but not everyone is convinced. Enter Mike Florio, a familiar name, and as outspoken as ever. Even though he's a huge fan of the Vikings, Florio's frustration is reaching new heights, and his latest comments are stirring up some serious conversation. The last 2 or 3 games have been boring, Florio said. There's no excitement. They're not finishing teams off. It's like they're playing against teams they should be dominating. But they aren't. Now that's a huge statement coming from Florio, especially because he's one of the biggest voices in national sports media. He goes on to mention how the Vikings have struggled to close games against weaker teams, and if they can't handle business against the bottom feeders, what happens when they face a real powerhouse? Now, that's a question that has some weight. Florio points to a devastating loss for the Jaguars and a historic win for the Lions. The Lions 52-6, the worst defeat in Jaguars history, the biggest win in Lions history. It's a reminder that while the Vikings have been cruising, they've yet to deliver that knockout blow. No crazy comebacks, no dominant victories, just holding on. So, what happens this weekend when the Vikings face off against the Chicago Bears? Florio isn't optimistic. Even with coaching changes in Chicago and Caleb Williams still proving himself, Florio doesn't see Minnesota making a statement. The Soldier Field, after all, the place where chaos reigns and strange things happen. But we can't forget, the Vikings are on a mission to prove Florio wrong. They have a chance to show what they're really made of and silence the doubters. This could be the game that makes everyone take them seriously. With just one more game on the road before returning home to face the Arizona Cardinals, the Vikings are ready to make a statement. But will they? Can they finally deliver a performance worthy of their potential? We're about to find out. Stay tuned, because the next few weeks are going to be a wild ride. Alright, Vikings fans, what do you think? Is Florio right, or is this the game that proves the Vikings have what it takes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your opinion on this. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you won't want to miss what's coming next.